let's do a start bench cut. Who do you have for the start bench cuts? Actually, do
Uh, let's first start off with Cade, Lamelo, and Scottie.
Cade, Lamelo, and Scottie. Start. Okay, I will start. Okay, I'm just going off potential. Then I will start Lamelo. I'll bench Scottie, and I'll cut Cade.
Damn. I was gonna say mine's is I'll start Cade, I bench Scottie, and I'm cutting Lamelo. Cause I feel like that defense plays a big part. I'm not saying Cade is like a lockdown, nothing like that, but Cade can hold his own on D. Lamelo just letting motherfuckers drive past him and go past him at ease. And them steals that he get, they not like on ball steals. They like playing passing lanes and stuff like that. So I can't. He's great. Don't get me wrong. Offensive wise, he's amazing, but nah, can't do it.
I think Lamelo's offense is just. I think it's better than Cade's. You're right on the defense though. His defense is not good. He's a better passer. He's top. Are they about the same
I think
height?
they same height. Yeah, they same height.
But Lamelo get a lot of boards for technically a guard, and his shooting clears Cade. So I think it's that shooting. If somebody says Scott starts Scotty, I wouldn't be upset because
No, I
Scotty,
wouldn't be mad at that
I
either.
think Scotty might be just a better all around player than both of them. But Lamelo's potential, like I think, no, I ain't gonna say that. I just think Lamelo is just. I think he's good. There's nothing against Cade. I just think that offense. I'd say the offense moves me. The offense moves me.
I mean, but if you think they both can average 30 in the league.
Cade can average 30. Could he? Yeah, he probably could. I wouldn't be upset. All right, who's the next one?
Uh, Second group, I got DeMarcus Cousins. This all in all these players are like, in their prime, barring injury, fully
Okay,
healthy. DeMarcus Cousins, Embiid, and Jokic.
Marcus Cousins, Embiid, and Jokic.
People forget DeMarcus Cousins was that man
This is
before he got
prime.
hurt. Prime DeMarcus Cousins.
I will start. I'll start Jokic. I want. You know what? I'll start Jokic. I'll bench Embiid and I'll cut DeMarcus. And the only reason I'll bench Cousins because that his Joel Embiid's defense moves me more than DeMarcus. And Jokic, I think his offensive game is just so good. I feel like you can't really go up against that. And you can say DeMarcus is like a better shooter, he probably is a better shooter. I'm not gonna lie. But Jokic, like just offensive skill set, the rebound and the pass, and then basically he could get to his spot at will. That just overtakes like Joel Embiid's defense and DeMarcus Cousins shooting, honestly. Now, Joel Embiid, his offensive game might be better than DeMarcus, not gonna lie. And that defense. Now, DeMarcus, he's a good passer, has a big body. He can shoot. He can do all that. And remember, like you said, DeMarcus was a dog. And we can honestly say, I think I saw it on a podcast. I forgot who. He probably did start this generation of like the big shooting and all that too. He probably started. No lie. Because there was no DeMarcus, but Joel Embiid, that defense, man, that defense moves me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a start DeMarcus. I'm a bench Joel, and I'm cutting Jokic.
Cutting Jokic. Damn,
Yeah, I'm
that's
cutting
crazy.
Jokic. Jokic, I feel like people forget how good DeMarcus Cousins really was. The man could dribble, he can pass, he can shoot, and he can defend. Like Jokic, I think he's a better defender than Jokic. And me personally, if I'm thinking about them going head to head, I think DeMarcus Cousins would bully Jokic. Now, he would have problems with Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid is probably bigger, but Joel Embiid, he really ain't got no lateral movement for real. And that man always falling to the ground. Man, when they did play, when Cousins was like last healthy, I think it was like in set, they went against each other. DeMarcus had 37-5 with 3 steals and 2 blocks, and Embiid had 25-8 an assist, 2 steals and 2 blocks. So it's like it was an even matchup, but he outplayed him a little bit. I'm giving it to Cousins, bro. Cousins was a beast. He was a beast. Nobody could stop him. And if you think about it, what bigs besides Joel Embiid and Jokic, they gotta go against somebody like DeMarcus? Really, nobody. Ain't no other big like that in the league. Like, because Cousins had a handle. He could literally be your point center, just like Jokic. And I think his handles was better than Jokic.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far.
Bro, he can pass the ball, bro.
I'm not. He's nowhere near the passer as him, bro.
Bro, the man had a career high 13 assists.
He's not. He's nowhere. No.
Are we forgetting when he was with
I'm
the
not
Pelicans,
saying
he
he's
was
a bad passer,
walking
but Jokic is one of the best passing bigs ever. He's not on that level. He's a good passer for a big, but he's not. You're basically saying he's kind of on that level of passing. He's not on that level.
Are we forgetting he was dropping triple doubles left and right when it was him
and Jokic done the same thing. He can't. He's not as good of a passer as him.
I'm not saying he's a better passer than Jokic, but I'm saying his
passing on the same level though.
I wouldn't even say he on the same. His passing is up there though. He's an above average passer, bro.
Jokic and that's passing, good enough to me. That's what makes him great. His passing.
Yeah, but his offense passing, and that's it. But we got DeMarcus Cousins who can play D, who can pass just as good as him.
No, he can't. No.
So you saying DeMarcus Cousins can't pass?
You think DeMarcus Cousins on the level of Jokic passing wise? You think he's on that level? That's what I'm asking. I think he's a good passer for a big, but Jokic, what he does it's amazing. DeMarcus, I don't think he's on that level of passing. Like, if DeMarcus Cousins, now no being a stat watcher or whatnot, that man ain't never gonna average no 7 assists. Let's be serious. He can't. No, he's a good passer. Don't get me wrong. He's probably a better passer than Embiid. I give you that. But passing wise, and if you want to tell me DeMarcus Cousins is a better scorer than Jokic, I'm cool with that. I wouldn't argue that. But passing wise, no.
I mean, when he was with the Pelicans, bro, he averaged 5.4 assists. When has DeMarcus
and
Cousins
Jokic
really
basically averaged 10, and he averages 10.
Bro, Jokic. When has DeMarcus Cousins when DeMarcus Cousins was in his prime? Besides that year on the Pelicans, when did he have the type of talent Jokic had to pass the ball? Jokic got Jamal Murray to get his assists. He got Mike Porter. He got Aaron Gordon cutting. He had Bruce Brown. He had KCP. He had talent. DeMarcus Cousins had fucking Ben McLemore.
But I'm really not going off them years. I'm going off of why he didn't average that with the Pelicans and he had a way better team.
He averaged 5 assists. That's when the year before he was only with them for 2 years. That first year he averaged 4. That was that first year of them being together. And then that second year, his assists went up to 5. So you don't them 2
years. So you're telling me them 2 years shows you that he is basically on the level of passing with Jokic.
That last year when he was getting all those triple doubles. Bro, he can pass that. Rondo even said it himself.
No one's.
You can go look at interviews of Rondo talking about DeMarcus Cousins, and I'm taking the opinion of an NBA player, a high caliber NBA champion, who said that about DeMarcus Cousins over any average fan opinion, bro. He didn't say DeMarcus Cousins was a better passer than Jokic, but DeMarcus Cousins can pass the heck out the ball, bro.
No one said he couldn't. I didn't say that.
I never said he was. That's the problem. You're saying I'm saying he's a better passer than Jokic. I'm not saying
No,
that.
you're saying
can
he's
pass
basically
just as
on
good
the
as him.
level. Are you saying? Let me rewind. No. You're saying DeMarcus Cousins is on a passing level? It's on that same level of passing of Jokic. Is that what you're
He can
telling me?
pass just as good as Jokic. Yes,
And I don't know. I don't think he could pass just as good as him.
I
You're
do.
basically what? Hold on. So, is he a better passer than Sabonis? Oh, you gotta think about that, huh?
Yeah, I gotta think about that
But
one.
with Jokic is
Sabonis,
he can be on that same level.
Because if you think about it, Sabonis is low key up there too. Because Sabonis can pass the ball too.
He is a good passer for big.
So
But
there's some good ass
Jokic passes like a guard. DeMarcus Cousins don't pass like no guard. He don't. He's a good passer. He don't pass
you gonna
like
stop?
a guard.
I gotta send you a highlight of this man passing the
what
ball?
He did. I had the man on fantasy. I know what he did. But saying he can pass as good as Jokic, no. He clears him on the passing. He clears him.
DeMarcus Cousins. I'm not saying he's a better passer than Jokic. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it's like a Chris Paul and Darren Williams. You would say Chris Paul's the better passer, but Chris Paul and Darren Williams are on the same level, correct?
No,
Chris Paul and Steve Nash.
I wouldn't think that passing. No, I think Chris Paul is probably a better passer.
He's a better passer, but they're on the same level. It's like different tiers. It's like you're on a superstar level, but obviously I'm a 1A superstar and you're like a 2B superstar. It's the same damn thing. They're on the same level. They're just different tiers in that level.
That man is not as good of a passer as Jokic. Great passer. Good passer as a big.
Regardless, that man Jokic is getting cut.
If DeMarcus would have wait a minute, am I tripping? Didn't DeMarcus have Isaiah Thomas and Rudy Gay on his team at one point? How come he still good? How come he doing with
Hold
them?
on. You ain't never comparing.
But you just told me he didn't have anybody. That's what you just said, right?
You're comparing a rookie Isaiah Thomas and him starting off his career and Rudy Gay. Gay, I'll give you. He was established by then. But you're talking about Isaiah Thomas versus
wait. Hold on.
Porter, Aaron Gordon.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me check real quick. I want to know how many years did he play with DeMarcus? Because you're basically saying he only played 1 year with him. I could be wrong though. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking. Isaiah Thomas was there for 3 years. And DeMarcus Cousins, wait, let me check real quick. He was there 20. Okay, DeMarcus. He was there with Isaiah Thomas for 3 years.
What? Bro, are you serious? Are you comparing Isaiah Thomas to Jamal Murray?
But was Isaiah Thomas not decent? Was he not decent?
But those are two.
Was he not decent? But wait. Hold on, wait. I didn't say Isaiah Thomas is better than Jamal Murray.
I know that.
But what you told me is he didn't have anybody. So he was basically passing with scrubs. And that's not true. He did have for 3 years Isaiah Thomas, Rudy Gay. What was he there for like 2 years? I think. I don't know. But he was there for like 2 years. So he did have some other good players. But how you said it was he couldn't pass as good as he couldn't pass that as good as Jokic because he didn't have nobody, because you brought up Ben McLemore. But that's not true.
Bro,
I didn't say he's better than him,
bro, Jokic has a whole fucking squad he can pass to. You got Bruce Brown cutting. You got Aaron Gordon cutting. You got Jamal Murray. You got KCP. And you got Michael Porter. Name me one person that Isaiah Thomas was in them 3 years better than. One person I just named. Out of all them people that I just named, besides Bruce Brown, Isaiah Thomas wasn't better than none of them first 3 years.
But you just told me that he didn't have anybody though. But that's not
true. He didn't. He did. So you telling me Isaiah Thomas and Rudy Gay is enough to average 6, 7, 8 assists a game?
But he did. But when I brought up the Pelicans, how come he couldn't do it?
He did do it. He had AD. He had Drew. He had Rondo. He had pieces on that team. He had shooters on that team. What do you mean?
He only averaged 5 assists and 4 for those 2 years.
And what did he average in Sacramento? 3, 2.
But what I'm asking you, okay, wait. You just told me Sacramento, he didn't have nobody. So I'm asking in New Orleans, how come he couldn't average 6, 7 assists when he had Drew Holiday, freaking Rondo, freaking AD? Who else was on that team?
He's on his way to. What do you mean?
Huh?
He averaged 5.4 that second year following them. He was on his way to doing it.
But when I asked was 6. But I'm saying, even though he didn't play that many games, he still played 48 games. How come he couldn't give me 6, 7 assists though in them 48 games?
Bro, I'm telling you, he could have. Like you just said, the man didn't even play a full season with them. Bro, first off, his first season playing with them, how many games did he play with them? He played 17
48 games.
You
know. He played 17 when he got traded.
The first year he played 17 games with them, and in them 17 games, he averaged 4 assists. Then the following year, he averaged 5.4 and only played 48 games. There's still about 24 more games left. His average could have went up.
And I'm okay.
He didn't even play that many years with them.
I'm saying, I know. So I'm only going off this year and a half. And I'm saying in them 48 games, how come he couldn't give me 6, 7? It's not he had a whole training camp. He was clearly, or if you want to say AD that was the best player, fine. But he was clearly second or first best player. And if you're saying he's as good as, if he's basically almost on the same level, he could at least average 6, 7 assists though. That's what I'm asking. Because you're just saying with Kings, he didn't have nobody. Now, credit, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, and Aaron Gordon is probably better than Isaiah Thomas them first 2 years. I'm cool with that. And that's understandable and probably better than Rudy Gay. But you basically just said he didn't have nobody. And that's not true. That's just not true. But then when he did have somebody, have people.
Anybody on that team, bro. That Sacramento's team was fucking ass.
But he still had 2 good players, though. That's
bro. 2 good players versus. I just gave you 4 to 5 other good players on Jokic's team that he can pass to, bro. 4 to 5 other players, and you gave me 2. One in a possible.
I know that because I know that team. I know that team was trash. I get that, but when he did have more players, he still couldn't give me 6 or 7 in 48 games. That's what I'm saying.
First off, they had a whole training camp. But we forgetting that they had Rondo and Drew and all them. By the time DeMarcus Cousins, they realized that running the ball through DeMarcus Cousins and AD was the best offense for that team. That's when you seen DeMarcus Cousins assists going up. Rondo even talked about it on an interview. He said it was a stretch at the end during the course of the year that we've seen that putting the ball in DeMarcus' hands was the best offense to run for us, and he was like our point center. Rondo, the one of the best point guards to ever walk in the league, said to himself, "This man was a great ass passer."
Whoa!
Rondo,
we ain't arguing that, but no, whoa.
Rondo ain't one of the best point guards to ever walk in this league. Oh, you capping, dog? You capping, dog?
Yeah, that sound like what? Okay, where would you rank Rondo then?
Bro, I would have to go through a list of point guards. I can't give you something off the top of my head.
Would you say he's a top? Because how you said it, because how you said it is, that's like a top 15, 20 point guard ever.
He probably could crack the top 20. I would have to look at a list of point guards, bro. But Rondo is one of the best point guards to ever walk this league, bro. Don't disrespect them like that.
Whoa. I don't know about top.
Name me some point guards that can get you 20 assists in one game.
So just because he gets you 20 assists, that makes him one of the best? Because John Stockton was doing that, but you just say he won
done it multiple times.
John Stockton probably not done that multiple times? Because
John Stockton has fun.
But you just said he wasn't a superstar. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
Don't make him a damn superstar. I never said Rondo was a superstar.
But if you're talking about 20, when we just going point guards, that's basically almost superstar though. Just because you give me 20, it's like you one of the greats. And I'm going that far.
Bro, he's done it. He's done it multiple times. It's not he just did it one time and that was it. The man has done this his whole career.
So if a big gets you more than 20 rebounds per game, is he one of the best bigs ever? If he
Bro,
gets
the
you
man
multiple
career
20,
high was 25 assists. Come on now, dog.
so if he gets you, so
And he
wait, if he
had
get,
multiple. If he what?
if he gets you, if a big man gets you 20 plus rebounds majority of the time, is he one of the best big men in the league ever?
Andre Drummond, he's one of the best rebounding bigs to ever walk the league.
Okay, right there. You said rebounding bigs.
I never said he was one of the best bigs.
But you said, but wait, I never wait. You just said this. Is what you just said. You said Rondo is one of the best point guards, one of the best point guard, not one of the best, but a top point guard that came in the league. That's what you just said.
Yes.
And I said 20 assists make you one of the best. Then you responded with Drummond, one of the best rebounding bigs. Now, if you would have told me, if you would have said Rondo is one of the best assist point guards ever, I'm not gonna argue that. But you said he's one of the best point guards in the league. And that's where I was like, whoa.
Yes. Yes.
So,
are we forgetting?
Wait. So is Drummond one of the best big men ever then? Because he got multiple 20 rebounds per game?
No.
What?
We're talking about Rajon Rondo. He's an NBA champion. Without Rajon Rondo, that Boston team would not have won that championship.
I agree.
He's a great defensive point. He's one of the best defensive point guards to walk in the league.
I give you that.
He's one of the best floor generals. So how isn't he one of the best? If he has a high IQ, he's one of the best defensive point guards to walk the league. He's one of the best assist point guards to be walking the league. How the hell isn't he one of the best point guards to ever step in the NBA?
If I had to go back and look, there'd probably be some point guards because his offensive game doesn't move me. His offensive game was still not that good.
He didn't have to. He had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, KG.
That offensive game doesn't move me though.
We talking about an era pre-2010 when your point guards weren't even supposed to score like that.
I'm not putting Rondo in the. I will have to go look. It's just when you said point guards because you just said Drummond rebounding, and then once again I'm going to ask you: is Drummond one of the best?
I said no.
Okay,
I said no 3 times.
So you just okay. You said Drummond isn't one of the best bigs, but I just asked if a big man gets you 20 rebounds multiple times, does that make him one of the best big men? You said no. Okay, let me finish. Then when you kept bringing up Rondo gets you 20 assists a game, so why can't we just say Rondo is just one of the best, just best floor generals? Why can't we just say he's one of the best floor generals? But when you said point guards, that's like saying he's probably, because obviously you said you don't think Chris Paul is a superstar. So that's saying he's in like that tier with him. And I don't think he's in that same tier with Chris Paul.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean he's in the same tier with him. Just because I say he's one of the best point guards to walk, that doesn't mean he's in the same category as Chris Paul. That don't mean he's in the same category as Magic Johnson or Oscar Robertson or none of them. That don't mean that.
He's
a really good point guard.
But you just said he kept getting all these 20 assists, and I guess that makes you say he's one of the best point guards. And then once again, so if Drummond is getting all these 20 rebound games, from your logic, he's one of the best big men ever. Then I'm using the same logic you just said.
I'm giving you the 20 assists. I'm giving you the 20 assists because Rondo has high assist numbers throughout his entire career. He's been doing that his entire career. Drummond hasn't been getting, I wouldn't say he probably got 20 rebounds a couple of times, but his entire career he was doing that. I'm talking about Rondo giving you, it was a stretch where Rondo was giving you 13 plus assists game after game after game after game after game after game after game.
I want to look. Let me see something.
Dog, you tweaking if you don't think Rajon Rondo is one of the best point guards to walk in this league, bro.
Not in the top. I don't know, top 20. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think there's some point guards now I would probably take over him in the league right now. I would probably take him over. Like, I would probably take him over, like, take injury away. I would probably take Lamelo over him right now. I'd probably take Cade over him. Well, man, I'm not, maybe not Cade. But I would take Tyrese over him. Like, there are
All that
some point
depends.
guards. There are a lot of point guards now. Yes, floor general IQ is great. But when it's just who's just a straight better player, there are some point guards that are just so good that you gotta take that over him. And like you said it yourself, he did have KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. So his offensive game, that didn't. But even if he was, say, the guy, his offensive game was still not that good. His shooting was bad. Like, we got to be honest about that. His shooting was terrible. And if we needed him right now to, like, shoot, now credit in against the Lakers, he had a good playoff series. He shot really good, but in the 82 game season, can I count on him to shoot really well for me? I don't know. Especially when you need your point guards to shoot. I probably wouldn't take that. Rondo is still good, but when you said one of the best, I was like, wait, what? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I'm just using your logic. I'm just using your logic. That's all I'm saying. Because I saw Kevin Love get multiple 20 rebound games too. He's had a decent amount. That's saying he's probably one of the best big men ever.
And if Kevin Love would have stayed with Minnesota, he could have been one of the best power forwards.
He probably would have, but he didn't. So I can't go off that. I just can't. I can't go off that. He probably would be getting 20-some all the time. But I still probably wouldn't put him as one of the best. Well, if he did do that, I would probably say maybe if he kept doing it forever, if he just kept getting doubles all the time, I'd probably put him in the top 20. But how many, like, great bigs are there? It's a lot of really good point guards in now and back then. It's a lot of good ones. And
it all depends on what you want for your team.
And that's why I think, because there's just so many point guards, it's like I would take him over him, even though he got the IQ. Like, even back then, I would take Darren Williams over Rondo. Even though Rondo, you can say, is a better floor general than Darren Williams and a better defender, Darren Williams' offense, and he can still go get you the ball. Derrick Rose in his prime. Like, I would take those guys over Rondo. Those guys are just better than them. They're just better. Rondo, good point guard, though. Don't get me wrong. But
Rondo's a great point guard. I told you I would need a list. I would have to go through all the point guards and see where he's at. But Rondo is a great point guard that came out this league, bro.
If somebody says he's a top 25, if you say he's a top 25, I wouldn't argue that. Top 20, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Then it depends on what you want to build your team around. Like, to be honest with you, I'll take Rondo over Tyrese Halliburton. Because if I got a bunch of scorers on my team, I don't fucking need Tyrese Halliburton to just pass the ball and play no defense. I can pick up Rondo and we can have a better team defense, better team chemistry. Because I believe in Rondo is a better floor general than Tyrese Halliburton. And then on top of that, I believe he's a better defender. So it's like, it depends on how you want to build your team, if we're being honest.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm just naming some dudes now. This is just me. I would take Magic Johnson over him. I would probably take John Stockton over him. I would probably take Jason Kidd over him. Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Oscar Robertson, Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas.
I don't know about Steve
Nash are better. I think it's just the offense. The offense is just so good.
Him and John
he can basically pass is better than him. If the defense moves you, that's cool. I'm not upset at that. Isaiah Thomas over him. Westbrook, I would take him over him. So basically, you already think Kyrie Irving the best in the league, so I know you'll take Kyrie over him. So we got Kyrie. I would take Dame over Rondo. I would take Rose if he was healthy. I'd take Rose. I'd take Darren Williams. I'd take Penny Hardaway over him. If you want to say Gilbert Arenas.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Gilbert Arenas. I'll take Gilbert. I'll take Gilbert over him.
Then we can go right now. We can go in the league right now. I probably wouldn't take Garland. The offense is really good though, compared to Rondo's. Trae
If that's
Young.
the case, you would take every point guard in this league over him. Because all the
And that's what I'm saying.
offensive
That's what I was saying. Like, it's just so many point guards. And credit, like you said, this was in 2010s. So the era is different. I get that. But it's just like some of these point guards now, they just do better. And I think it's just the offense. I think the offense is just so better than what his was. I would take them. Like, it's just so many point guards. It's so many.
we forgetting Rondo was a rebounder. He
Yes.
can rebound. He can of course we know he could pass the ball
Mm-hmm.
and he could defend, bro. If you got other players on your team that can score, you don't really need Rondo to score. And then on top of that, most of the point guards in this league is score. So if you got Rondo, a fucking lockdown defender, I'm not saying he gonna lock up every point guard in this league, but he gonna make it really difficult for them. And if you cut off the head of the snake, your whole team is gonna go downhill. So if I'm not saying Rondo can do this or he would do this, but if Rondo and Ja Morant was to match up and Rondo contained Ja Morant, that Grizzlies team's not gonna win. Because Ja Morant is their hotbed. Ja Morant is their heartbeat. If you stop their heartbeat,
what's contained though? That's what I'm asking. What's contained?
I mean, he just don't.
If he just gets him to 20 points,
game.
Let's just say 20.
When Ja Morant, I wouldn't even put an average on it because when Ja Morant's out there, he can do whatever he wants. If you're not letting Ja Morant do whatever he wants and affect the game with his athleticism and his passing and his energy, Rondo can match that energy. I'm not saying Rondo would lock him down. Rondo would shut him out to zero. I'm not saying none of that. But if Rondo can contain that, you can beat the Grizzlies.
And I know you say you're not putting an average. So I think Ja is 1 point average 26 points. So if he get him to 18 to 20, they win.
Depending on who on their team, probably.
I'm not going
really contain nobody in this league no more.
Top 15 is I definitely think he's not top 15. 20, not gonna argue it, but I don't think he's a top 20. If you said top 25, I'm cool. But it's just how you said. It's like he like damn near like almost close to like top 10 or in the 15. I'm like, I don't know.
I did not say that.
You didn't say that. It's just how you said it because you said, well, you're one of the best. And that's what I use your logic because you kept bringing up these 20 assists and all that. And that's when I asked about Drummond and you said no. So I'm saying no for Rondo.
But I got one last start bench and cut. Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Roy, and Penny Hardaway. Can't forget about how good Penny was, and you can't forget about how good all three players was. But if I had to choose, I'm starting B Roy, I'm benching Gilbert, and I'm cutting Penny.
Penny was good.
That's
crazy. You say we can't forget about how good he was, but then you bench him.
You cut him. I ain't even bench him. I cut him. Yeah, I cut him.
That's what I'm saying.
Because, bro, like Brandon Roy was a monster. If Brandon Roy knees could have held up, I think you could have put him in the same. He could have been in one of them. He could have been in the category as one of the top shooting guards to ever play, bro. He could have been up there with Kobe, D Wade, and James Harden, bro. Brandon Roy was cold, and people forget about him. If he was healthy, man. And then Gilbert, of course, we all know Gilbert. That boy is a walking bucket. So Penny was good. He was really good, but I think Gilbert. How tall was Penny? I think Gilbert was bigger than Penny. If not, they was the same size. Because I think they all was like 6'6".
Penny was 6'7".
He was 6'7".
Gilbert?
6'7" what? 2 something?
6'7". Wait. Well, I can't.
215.
Let me go. Damn, where is it? Oh, I just lost it. Oh, here we go. Well, here it says 195 on Basketball Reference. 195.
He's probably like 2 something.
Gilbert was 6'4", 191.
What was B Roy?
Brandon Roy had to be like 6'6". He probably was like 2 something. Brandon Roy was 6'6", 215.
Yeah, so he was the biggest one. I mean, you can argue. I think Brandon Roy was better than. Well, was he better than Gilbert? I don't know, but because Gilbert was just so talented offensively, bro. It didn't matter who you put on him, what type of defender. And Penny, his offensive game doesn't compare to those two, so you would have to go off his defense. And I don't think Penny could guard neither one of them.
I'll probably start Penny. I'll bench Gilbert and cut Brandon Roy. Penny's defense was good, and obviously the injuries messed up Penny Hardaway, but he still was averaging 20-some points. Like, and he was giving you 7 dimes per game. Like, I mean, for me at least, that moves me. Shooting wise, it wasn't really that good, but obviously that was a different era. Gilbert Arenas, his offense, like you said, was so good. Like they even say it like a lot. Like he was one of them guards that like kind of changed the game to an extent, but I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And B Roy was definitely. I'm not gonna go as far as saying up there with Kobe and them, but he was definitely good. Like, don't get me wrong, B Roy, he would. I mean,
You don't think B Roy could have been one of the best shooting guards to ever live
if he stayed healthy?
Yeah.
I mean, but I feel like it would have been different because I feel like they're like, if I'm just going off what he was doing, and then say like these other guards obviously continue to play, James Harden is probably better than him. Like, I think he's just better. James Harden had one of the. Do you know James Harden had one of the best offensive seasons ever?
Yeah,
do you not know that?
But B Roy was a hell of a player, bro. Even multiple players said he had next up after Kobe, bro. Like multiple NBA players and said that. And then B Roy was so clutch, bro.
And I get that, and I get that part. But I'm saying if he continues to what he was doing, but then we see all these other guards, like I would definitely probably take AI over him. And if Harden, like I said, Harden was out here giving 30-some points every game and still giving you assists. What do you have, like a 50-point triple-double? You don't see that. Like Harden, and obviously we had the MVP, but I'm not going off accolades. But I don't think he would have been better than Harden like at his peak. I don't think B Roy's peak is better than Harden's, and obviously different eras. But I don't think he would have been better than Harden. He would definitely probably be, if he continues to stay healthy. Could you say he'd be in the top 10? Probably. But I probably wouldn't say he's better than AI and Harden.
Bro, if we being honest, he only really had.
I know he didn't.
He only played. He only played
5 years,
6 years in the league. 6 years in the league.
So I'm continuing what he does.
So
if he continues.
And then you gotta think back when that time when you was a 20-point per game scorer, bro. He
never averaged 20, but I'm expecting him to average.
Yeah,
20.
He did.
He
averaged 20.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Yeah, my bad. I'm tweaking. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yes, he averaged 20 twice. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, I'll give him 3 that second year. He averaged 19. I'll round up.
I guess. I'm cool with that. Well, no, it's not over 5, but I get you. I ain't know.
But bro, that boy Brandon Roy was a dog, bro. I think if that man,
I mean, it just depends. Like, if we're going off the eras, I'm cool, but we can't say, well, he played in this era and this era. Like, James Harden had one of the best offensive seasons ever. we'll probably never see nothing like that again. Like, that one offensive season is basically telling people, man, he might be the third best shooting guard in the league, but he not. Third best shooting guard ever. No, he not. But them years in Houston, people are saying that. Like, that man, he was killing. Bruh, this man, came in 25, 6, 25, 6, 27, 7, 29, 7, 29, 11, and 8. 29, 11, and 8. Then he goes from 30 to 8. Then he goes from 36 points, 7 assists, and was giving you, he was giving you 36% from 3. Then he goes to 34. Like, what he was doing is, we'll probably never see like that type of offensive season ever again. And I think that, like, I know Brandon Roy, because I feel like if Brandon Roy continues to play, I'm just speculating. I'm saying he probably averaged at the most maybe 25, 26 points. Because we got to remember, he still, I think he came, because he came in 06, so in 2010. So I'm saying he plays till at least maybe 2016, I guess. And obviously he's going to get older by then. He probably just stays at probably like 20. So he probably doesn't beat Harden. Like, yeah, man. Like, and he's not better than AI.
I mean, I count AI as a point guard.
Oh, okay.
I know some people count him as a shooting guard, but I count him, bro, as a point guard.
I count him as a 2. But yeah, it's just a lot, and you got to factor in errors and all that. I don't think he would have been up there. I think he still probably would have averaged 25, but basically how you said it and what you said, other people said, that's top 4 ever.
I think Brandon Roy could have been a top 5 shooting guard ever, depending on who we counting as shooting guards and shit.
That's another story for another day.